Hey everybody, made it back to camp. Sorry I missed you last week, but I was back here. I just was working on the firewood there, getting ready, be stocking up for winter, so I was kind of busy and I didn't fool with the camera any. I was just splitting wood, cutting wood. But anyway, we're back and I got the fire going in the stove in there. I was just going to give a couple shouts back to Broken Down Bushcraft. I just met him. He's a pretty cool guy. He's got a daily vlog. And also the New Camping Man I've met on Instagram. He's a really nice guy. You should check him out. Check them both out. They're really cool. Bradley Brothers Bushcraft. I've been talking to them a little bit. There's so many of them. This Instagram thing and YouTube, it's opened up a whole new world for me. I've met hundreds of new people that are just awesome. So my privacy settings on my YouTube channel are open. So you can go to my channels, look through there. Anybody in there is pretty well awesome. You just hit on them and it'll take you directly to them. I've got some really cool bushcraft or camp projects in mind. One of them's really been on my mind a lot lately. I'm not gonna give it away just yet. I got to do some searching for the right shape and flavor of wood, get some things together for it, and we'll go from there. But today I'm gonna probably just be farting around camp. I'm gonna burn this stove all night. I'm gonna run it all day, all night. I brought down, I forgot about Kentucky Mike, formerly Ohio Mike, now Mississippi Mike. Holler back at him. But I brought up some pie irons, an old school popcorn cooker. I'm gonna clean up some stuff around camp here, a lot of the trip hazards and stuff, or I'm not tripping on them in the dark and everything, and just get me opened up around here and burn a fire on the outside and do some cooking. I brought some deer meat, canned deer meat. My mom canned from my brother's deer a year or so ago. I don't know how long it was. And mostly farting around today. So stick around. It's gonna be an all-nighter. Well, I found an issue with the hot tent. I got in there and got the fire and all that going and set up my bed and all that. I got a small cot, a nice little couple sleeping mats, couple wool blankets I laid out there, another blanket I rolled up, my sweatshirt I rolled up, made a pillow. Took my boots off for a minute and passed out. It's just too comfortable in there. It's not cold out or nothing right now, or wet or anything, but I got a feeling it's gonna be comfortable in there year round. So it's the only issue I got so far. I had to get out and get for a walk. I'm looking around trying to find some shapes of wood I'm looking for and maybe spot a squirrel or two. I had 4 deer come up practically right to the door of the tent. The stove was going, smoke rolling out. I actually put a little brush fire in front where I picked up sticks around. They walked right up there. I heard them busting through the leaves. I thought, "Oh, somebody out there," and I was out looking around. I seen a big doe and watched her for a minute. And here, turned around. There's 3 more of them standing there, just standing there looking at me. Nothing going on, so they just kind of wandered off. But I'm gonna hike around a little while longer and see what I can find. But it's getting close to time to cook some lunch, so we'll have I think I'll pull out the pie irons and make some deer steak, what do you call it, cheese steak sandwiches. I'm gonna try that out and see how that works. So I'll get back with you here in a little bit. Got back to the tent and wanted to make a cup of coffee. I keep a pot on top of the stove there. Try to keep me some hot water all the time. I got back and got ready to get me a cup of coffee ready, and it's boiling. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on keeping stuff on there because I didn't have a lot of fire going in here. I mean, it's packed full of coals. It's doing pretty good, but it had that water boiling. So I don't think I'm gonna have any problem with cooking on there if I want to cook on that stove. But I'm gonna start prepping lunch now. Get my onion and green pepper diced up. Saute that in a pie iron and mix in some deer meat. And go from there. I got some onions and peppers diced up here. I'm gonna put them in the pie iron here with a chunk of butter. Saute them a little while in the stove. I decided to go ahead and just cook right in the stove. The other fire out there is kind of smoky because I was just burning everything around the outside of the tent here. I got a feeling I'm gonna make 2 or 3 of these, maybe have same thing for dinner. But this brings to mind Shovelhead 8. He does a cast iron cooking every Wednesday. Maybe he's watching. This isn't really cast iron. They do make cast iron pie irons, but these are just cast aluminum with a coating inside. But I know he appreciates cooking, so I'm gonna try sauteing a little bit of vegetables there like that. I already got my bread buttered too. I got a second pie iron here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little bit of deer meat in. That lighting is kind of messed up in here with the way it's shining in the door there. What the heck? There it is. So I'm gonna put some of that in the pie iron and warm it up a little bit. I hear the vegetables sizzling already. It should only take a couple minutes on each side of anything. So there's the deer meat ready. Got the mozzarella cheese here ready. So I'm just gonna give these a minute. I don't really, the deer meat's already cooked. It's been canned. My mom did that. She did a good job on that. That stuff's really good. She cooked it in a pressure cooker and canned it in a pressure cooker. Just want to soften up them onions and peppers a little bit. I'll get back with you when I start putting the sandwich back together. Quick little shot of these veggies, how they're doing there. Oh, I don't have to tell you how well that smells. Onions and green peppers sauteing in butter. Oh my gosh, that's the best smell. And then deer meat warming on top of that. I'm gonna do this twice. I'm gonna do a couple sandwiches worth, and then I'll put the sandwiches together and we'll put them in. Alrighty, I got the deer meat and onions and peppers all ready. The first deer meat, I didn't put any butter in. I thought it'd be alright. It didn't burn it, but it stuck a little bit. So the second batch I threw butter in, but it's all fine. So what I'm gonna do now, you got taking buttery up some bread real good. Put the butter side down in the pie iron here. Add some of that deer meat. Yeah, I have enough for a few sandwiches here. Might run short on butter. I brought 1 stick of butter. I thought that'd be enough, but I think the key to this is lots of butter. I really don't even ever eat butter, so I'm gonna get my share of butter this time. Onions and peppers. Here's that one. And then mozzarella cheese. Alright, then another butter bread. Butter side up. Put your pie iron back together. Lock her down. And then 2 or 3 minutes on each side. I'm gonna get my other one prepped here while that one's cooking. So I pulled one out and got one in. It's super hot. I'm not even gonna be able to taste it right now, but let that cool a minute. It seems to be pretty good. I could have come out just a little bit earlier. It's extra brown. It's not black, but it's extra brown. I could have come out a little sooner. Man. Oh yeah. Deer cheesesteak, pie iron sandwich. That's the good stuff there. All right, guys, I'm gonna eat up. So them sandwiches were amazing. Even if you don't have deer meat, you could probably go to the deli and get some roast beef and dice it up a little or whatever. Or even if you're a vegan, which I know of one guy, a vegan bushcraft, I guess you could just do your veggies and cheese. Well, I don't know about cheese. Some kind of substitute on that, maybe cooking oil or something. I'm sure there's something he can come up with. I don't know all about that stuff too well, but anyway, I'm sure there's a route for that. It is amazing. So now I want to make some dessert. I'm having a shortage on butter, so I'm going to take a little chunk of butter and throw on there. And I got some little mini street wraps. I'm gonna put that in, and then I got blueberry pie filling, which a guy on Instagram recommended that, which I know that's good. I love blueberries. I done licked the lid off clean. It was already good without even cooking it. Put another taco on top, or wrap, street wrap. A little piece of butter. And then I'm gonna close that baby up and warm that up. A couple minutes on each side. I'm gonna do a couple of them and I'll holler back at you. Alright, let's see what we got going on with these babies. They're making some noise, so I would say that looks pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Just the smell of them is so good. Oh boy. If you look at that, toasted blueberry filled wraps. Oh man, they're super hot. I can't not remember. I don't have internet connection in here, or I would have looked up his name. The guy on Instagram who I was talking to, he says, be careful when you bite into them because they're going to be like hot lava. And I believe him. But, oh, wow. They are hot. You look at that. I'm going to have to let this cool down and give it a taste test, but I guarantee that's going to be good. Alright, the blueberry filled wraps. They're not completely cool. I don't want them to be cold, but that's the stuff. I don't know about these mini wraps. They barely fit the pie iron, so I would probably go with a full-size wrap. If you was going to use wraps, you can use bread and butter too, but I wanted to try it with the wraps. And probably a full-size ones, and then trim off the outside of it. These ones work, but it's close. It's a close call. You can see it. We sealed a couple edges on that one, but I still got an open end. It's not going to affect the flavor of it any. They're good and messy, and they're good. I'm going to finish these up. I don't know what we'll get into next. I will be popping some popcorn tonight. I'm going to try to anyway. Just out for another hike, and I come across this place here a while back. I'll turn you around and show it to you. I did a shit hit the fan video, and I just stumbled on this place. Let me turn around. It's a pretty rocky hillside here. I come up in here and I found that rock right there. I slept under there one night. I built a little fire reflector there. It was a good night, so check out my shit hit the fan video if you want. I did an overnight right there underneath that rock. It was a good shelter. That's a good find there. It happened to work out for me. It's pretty hilly around here. It's hard to see on this little camera here, but That's what I'm working with out here, hillside. Don't look like I had any visitors in there. Well, I think it's about time to try this old popcorn cooker. I know it's hard to see in here. Boy, I had to fool with this lamp forever. I couldn't get that thing to run right for nothing. I ended up taking the wick out and turning it around the other way. I guess it just got hardened on the one end or something. That seemed to fix it. It's running all right now. I got a little oil in my dump in here. This is kind of, I've cooked popcorn on the stove before, but it's been a long time ago. We used to cook it on them little Jiffy Pops on the fire. There's a little aluminum pie pan on the handle. That's been a long, 30, 40 years ago. I never tried this thing yet. I've had it forever. I'm gonna try it out. I think I can. If it gets hot enough on top of that stove to boil water, I'm sure it'll probably get hot enough to pop popcorn. We'll try it. If not, I'll go outside and try it out. I guess that ought to be enough. About a half palm full, maybe a little more. There went the light. The lamp just went out. Dang it. Oh well. Let's fool with it some more, I guess. Yeah. Try that. I don't think last time I ran this thing, I was down at the river all night fishing and burned it all night. Light don't want to run right. Unless the fuel's bad. Kerosene, I don't know. See if this thing will get hot and I'll get back with you. Well, it's a popping, guys. Check it out. Hot temp popcorn. Popcorn on my little old barrel stove. Oh, I'm so happy with that little thing. Get her all popped up here and we'll do a taste test. Well, she popped up nicely. It's hard to see probably for you. I got a little shaker of some butter flavor stuff here. Figure I'm gonna bring popcorn, might as well bring that, huh? Oh yeah. Well, it's good popcorn. Alright guys, I'm going to take my popcorn out here and watch the big show in the sky tonight. Kick back and relax. I'll be back in to stoke the fire and then probably lay down for the night. Well, I'm going to stoke the fire up good here. Pack that in there and turn the damper down a bit for the night. At least for a while, I guess. I'm going to lay down. It's pretty warm in here. I got that sled I dragged down here. It slid up there and made a pretty good door. I got an opening in the front about, I don't know, a 16-inch tall triangle. So that'll let all the air I need in and out. And I'm in a t-shirt now. I stand up. It's super hot in here. Laying down on the floor, it's comfortable. Not super hot, but it's warm. This thing will take a good bit of wood too. I think that'll probably do good for several hours there. Just judging by the way it's been burning all day long. Been burning good, and cooking, and just heating in here, drying it all out. It's nice and comfortable. So, guess I'll probably see you all in the morning. Good night. Well, I made it through the night. Slept pretty good. I got up twice and refilled the stove. It's about 7 a.m. right now. It's raining. It was windy all night. It stayed pretty warm in here. Had to go out and use the bathroom. It was pretty windy. I was surprised. It wasn't bad at all in here, but the wind was pretty. It wasn't a cold wind, but it was chilly. But it did well. I'm gonna make some coffee now and try to catch a break in the rain and hike back out. I didn't even bring rain gear. I didn't watch the weather or nothing. Once I was already here, it's too late. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all your subscriptions. Thanks for your likes. Get out and enjoy the woods and nature, and don't forget to thank Mother Nature. I'll see you guys on the next one.